Hey guys, today I thought I would do the furry friend tag. I wanted to do this for ages and yeah, today I'm in the mood to film videos, so I thought I would film it. So I have 3 dogs and I feel like I have to make an honorary... Oh, I'm about to cry. Wow, was not expecting myself to cry. I feel like I have to make an honorary mention for... Wow, why am I so emotional? An honorary... I can't even say honorary. Honorary mention for Gigi, who was one of the dogs that I had. Wow, what is wrong with me today? Jeez. One of the dogs I had, so we used to have 4 dogs, and she passed away. It's going to be 3 years in August. Obviously still affects me, so yeah. Wow, just need to breathe for a minute. Wow, I don't know where that emotion came from. I guess it's because she was like my first I don't want to say proper pet because it's like offensive to the other pets I've had before her, but I guess because she was a dog and I had her for 12 years, it's just a bit harder because she died when she was 12 and a few months. But yeah, I'm going to talk about her as well because I feel kind of bad if I don't. So, excuse the tears, I'm really sorry. What is your pet's name? So I'm going to have to try it and gather them. Anyway, you know the dog that passed away, she is called Gigi. We didn't pick her name. Before I get into actually the questions, Gigi and Max were bought. I was young, I wasn't aware of, you know, adoption and all of that. Now I would never ever. I had to stop filming because my memory card was full. I can't remember exactly what I was saying, but I think I was saying how Gigi and Max were bought, and then Rufus and Lara were their puppies. And I know that is so wrong, but I was young, I had no idea. I would never ever buy a pet, I don't want to call them pets, but I would never buy another companion ever again. I would always adopt, and I would also make sure that they were neutered. So I hope anyone that watches this will forgive me. I was really young. I think I was like 8 when I got Gigi. So yeah, but I can't say that if I went back, I can't say that I regret getting them because I love them so much. So yeah, do you know what I mean? But I would never ever buy a dog again, or a cat or whatever, but I think I would always have a dog. Anyway, I'm more of a dog person than a cat person, but I do love cats, so yeah. So yeah, let's get started, and like I said, I'll talk about Gigi as well, even though she's not here. Okay, so the first question is, what is your pet's name? So there's Gigi, who passed away 3 years ago. Oh, I should get a picture of her, shouldn't I? I have one. Let me go. So this is kind of not a good picture of her, but I got this when I was 8, so this was around when we got her. She had, poor thing, she'd been in the shop for 6 months, and I just kept on nagging my parents about getting her. I was like, she's the only one left out of like her litter, because we had seen them right from the start. And no one wanted her, I don't know why, but she was precious. And so she was 6 months old when we got her, so she was quite, you know, big already. And so I got this, I was really excited, and it once broke when it was really windy, so that's why it's broken, and it says Gigi at the bottom, and it's kind of dusty. And then, so I have this like a little, oh shit, it fell out. I have this like little shrine of her, and then this is one of the things I have. She loved this toy so much, and she would, even in the last week when she was sick, she would play with it. And she wouldn't really play with toys, like she wasn't interested in balls or anything, but she loved this toy so much. So I keep it like, even though it's all washed out and probably ridiculously dirty, I keep this, you know, just to like remind me of her. Ooh, tears are starting. So then, this is Lara. She is a girl, obviously, and she is Max and Gigi's daughter. She was first born, and when she was born I was home. I don't know if I'm going into the other questions, but anyway, when she was born I was home alone, and I was 8, 9 maybe, I can't remember properly, but yeah, I remember Gigi didn't like take to her right away because she had her second puppy straight away, and so like I held Lara for a bit, which I don't know if I should have done, but anyway, everything turned out fine. And this is Lara. This is big hunky Rufus. He is Lara's brother, Max and Gigi's son. He is definitely the Arnold Schwarzenegger of the dog world. He is very muscly, and look at him, he's like there's a window behind the camera and he's looking out. And this is Max. Isn't he precious? He was so tiny when we got him, and Gigi was so scared of him. I remember the first time we brought him home, he was super tiny and he was chasing her around the kitchen, and she was just terrified of him and didn't want anything to do with him. Did you bully Gigi a bit? Yes, you did. Oh. His face is a bit dirty because we made them a special soup, and yeah, they got it all over their faces. Next question is, what kind of pet is it and what breed? All half Shih Tzu, half something else. We don't know what else it is. The vet reckons the other half is King Charles Cavalier, but they're basically mutts, I guess. But we know there's definitely Shih Tzu in them because Gigi looks exactly like a Shih Tzu. How long have you had your pet friend? So, and this ties in with the next one, I guess, which is, oh no, it ties in with number 5, which is how old is your pet? So I'll just get those two over and done with. Rufus and Lara, I've had them since the day they were born, which they were born in June, and they're 12, they're gonna be 12 this June. So I've had them for 11 years, well, almost 12 years. And Max, well, he's 14 in a few months, so 14 years, because he was a couple of months old when we got him. We got him like pretty much as soon as he left his litter, we got him. And he was really tiny, so definitely 14 years, maybe 14 years and a month, because his birthday was in March. So yeah. And Gigi, she was 6 months old when we got her, and when she passed away she was 12 months and a half, almost a half, so around 12 years we had Gigi, so a long time. How did you get your pet? Well, I mentioned that as well. Gigi and Max were from a pet shop. My mum was friends with the woman from the pet shop, and Rufus and Lara were born as a result of that. Number 6, what are some quirky things about your pet's personality? I don't know about quirky. Let's start with Lara. Lara's quite ditzy in a way, and she's super happy all the time. She's really happy when she's, like, all of them are, but Lara wags her tail all the time. Like, even if you start speaking to her, she gets super happy. You're a bit uncomfortable like that, Lara. And I like how she does this pose that she's doing right now. She kind of leans back and starts falling asleep. And what else does she do? All 3 of them, I can't do it now because my neighbour is a complete fucking dickhead. Sorry for the language, but he is. So I can't make them howl, but they all howl, And I'm actually going to try and look through some of my videos and see if I can find it, and it's just so funny. And oh, Lara also does this thing. I wonder if she'll do it now. Lara! Like if you stick your tongue out at her and make kind of noises, usually she'll start going, like sticking her tongue out. And I don't know what else. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, he's so massive. Rufus, he's really inquisitive. He would make such a good like police dog. He's super protective, but then at the same time he's super loyal and friendly. He goes apeshit if he sees other animals. And he is the loudest howler out of all of them. He is really loud, and but the funny thing is, he's really muscly. He's the biggest one out of the three of them, but he's scared. Like if it gets down to, you know, if they're competing over food, he gets scared of the other two, and he'll let them eat first before he eats. So even though he looks like he should be the alpha dog, he really isn't. And what else, huh, Rufus? I don't know, there's just so much, I don't know what to pick out. And he also does this breathing thing all the time. But it's not a medical thing because we've had it, like the vets checked him over, but he just does this. And he always seems to do it even more at night. It's like he knows how to annoy us, huh, Rufus? That's right, isn't it? And Rufus is the one that looks most like Gigi, like his fur and his face, I reckon, is the most like Gigi's. Max is like the old man of the house, and you can always tell when he's annoyed or happy. When he's happy, he's super happy. When he's annoyed, he does this thing where his whole like body is flat on the he doesn't want to stay here, and like his face is flat on the floor. He just watches, he's like this, and he just watches you with its eyes. And Max can do tricks. Lara can't do any tricks at all. She can't even sit. Rufus can sit, but he's really, really stubborn, and it's kind of hot in here. Rufus is really, really clever, but he's just really stubborn. So he doesn't like maximize his potential. And Max is really clever. He can do quite a few tricks, and I'm sure he could do more if I knew how to teach him. But he can sit, he can roll over, he high fives you. He can sit, lie down, roll over, high five you, do this thing called play guitar, which is where you just tickle him. All dogs can do that, I bet. So yeah, it's hard to like pick out things about their personality because you just see it every day, but yeah. What does your relationship with your pet mean to you? Everything, because I mean, I spend all my time at home, and I'm at home quite a lot because I work part-time, and then my studying is distance learning. So I'm at home a lot, and so I spend all my time with them, and they're my best friends, they're my family, and it's just, I can't imagine, like if I don't die before them, then obviously there's gonna be a day where I'm gonna be without them, and it's just gonna be super tough. Like, I know I'll definitely get other dogs because I can't imagine not having dogs. They're just such a wonderful species, but it's never gonna be the same. Like, these guys are so special, and the other dogs are gonna be so special, but it's just gonna be so tough. And because there are 3 of them and there used to be 4, I don't think we'd ever have so many dogs again. I think we'd just have 2, but you know, it's gonna be tough. I love them so much, so yeah, it's gonna be, I love them so much, and it's gonna be really tough if I live to not be around them. Whew. So yeah, they mean a lot to me. Some of your favourite pastimes with your pet? Oh, so many. I love taking Rufus to the park. I have a really long lead for him. And our park is like divided into two. So I take him into the part where it's just land, and I let him go because he cannot be trusted to be let off the lead. So I got a super long lead. It's like 8 meters or something. And I run around with him, and I love seeing him just getting all his energy out and running around and being super happy. And so that's what I love doing with Rufus. With Max really likes fetching balls. So that's some good pastimes I've had with Max. And Lara does this thing, so like I'll move my hand like that and she'll chase it. Like it will be on the sofa and I'll move it from side to side and she'll chase it and bite it, so I like doing that with her. And Gigi was just fun to cuddle with, and she used to have this turtle where we got her in the beginning, and she loved it so much, and then Max came along and ruined it. But ruined the turtle, not like ruined the situation. And that toy that I showed you as well, I love throwing that for her, and like she would hold onto it so tight she would try not to let me get it, so I like that. But I love all my time with them, apart from when they pee and poo on rugs. That's a bit annoying. What are nicknames that you call your pet? We used to call Gigi Tiger. Gigi wasn't the name we didn't pick the name Gigi for her. The lady at the pet shop did, because she had been there for so long. And my mum used to call her Tiger as a nickname, and so that caught on. Max, I don't know where the name Max came from, but I like calling him Maximiliano or Maxi. Sometimes I call him Mix, so like if I'm doing an accent, Mix. Don't know what accent that is, but that's what I call him. Lara, I call her Lola sometimes, or Lulu. And I don't know where the name Lara came from either. Rufus, I know his name came from, we thought of it, well we didn't think of it, but we thought that would be a good name for him when we saw Made in Manhattan, the dog in it's called Rufus. And Rufus does really, all their names really suit them. And sometimes I call him Doofus. And does he have any? No, just Doofus. So Doofus, Mix, Doofus, Maxi, Lola and Tiger. Those are all the questions. I hope you enjoy my furry friend tag. Sorry that I broke down like a bazillion times. I just love animals so much. And especially when you spend so much time with them, it just, when you're talking about like death and stuff, it just makes it harder. But anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.